to a guy who had 16 points for the white team in the Cougar tip-off
All in the second
and
half.
so patiently waited his year. Now he is eligible to play in the upcoming season. Kyle Davis. Kyle, welcome to Studio B.
Thank you.
16 points in the Cougar tip-off. We got a glimpse, and we were all like, we want more! No! Okay, now it's on, man. On a scale of 1 to 10, where's your excitement level for playing in an actual BYU basketball game?
Oh my, like 100, if that counts. It's been a long time since I've played, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it big time.
How did you endure this past season where you had to pay your own way and redshirt and just watch?
Well, I have to say my wife helped me out a lot on that, keep me sane sometimes, but it was a great year. There were certainly struggles with that at times and frustrations of having to go through that situation after having played, but overall I learned a lot. It was great to be around the guys every day, be able to practice, get to know the system. It was overall a great experience.
Where did you get better the most in your individual game during this year off of playing?
You know, I think I got better in a lot of places. I was able to work on my defense a lot. When you're on the scout team, you're going to play a lot of defense at practice, a lot of defense. I worked on that.
Yellow jersey.
Yeah. I throw that yellow jersey on and get banged by Corbin and Luke and whoever all day, but that helped a ton, and I got better at scoring around the hoop. Really worked on my touch, tried to just really improve that and solidify that, and it was a great year. Lots of practice, lots of defense. It was awesome.
When did you realize I'm at BYU and no longer at Utah State?
You know, I was kind of worn off, but I would say the first semester I'd walk around and I'd be like, where am I? Like you'd look and see the Y, and it would just kind of like shock me because I thought I'd played there my whole career. I enjoyed it there, but this has been a perfect fit for me, and I've loved every second of being here. But it was a little odd a couple of times, especially in school. You're like, wow, this is a lot harder.
Chase Fisher went through the same exact scenario that you did. What was the bit of advice that you got from him that helped you kind of go through this season of just practicing and playing a lot of defense?
Yeah, you know, well, we would talk a lot actually because he's the team captain, great leader. He told me often just, you know, keep grinding. That was kind of the talks we'd have about just play hard every single day, work on your game, try to get better, help the team the best you can. And that helped because he had done it, and he'd done it really successfully, obviously, by the year that he had. So I was able to pick his brain and just realize that if you come and compete every day in practice, you'll survive that year.
What kind of difference do you imagine maybe the dynamic of the offense taking next year with more post players that can score down low?
Yeah, I think, like you guys were saying just before this, I think we're going to score a ton of points still. I don't think anything's going to change with that, but it will be a little bit different, I imagine, because how do you replace a guy like Ty, you know? So, yeah, I think it'll go into the post a little bit more. We'll have a lot of in-out action, a lot of good ball screening going on. It's going to be a fun, dynamic offense where we're not going to be shooting. I don't anticipate we'll be shooting the high volume of threes. We'll still shoot a bunch of them, but it'll be a little more balanced perhaps.
Kyle Davis with us in Studio B. The BYU basketball, the most anticipated BYU basketball forward I can remember in a very long time. Can I call you a forward? You want to be a center or a forward?
Yeah, call me a forward, not a center.
No, you don't want to be a center.
Don't call me a center.
You don't want to be a center.
I'm only 6'8".
A couple of years ago, Brandon Davies, we were shooting the starting lineup green screen video, and I was like, hey, can you say Brandon Davies center? He's like, I'm not a center. I was like, can you just say it? He's like, no, I'm not going to say it.
I like that,
I'm a power forward. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, looking at your game, Kyle, where do you see yourself fitting in this lineup? Like, can you play this? Can you play a 3? Do you see yourself as a stretch 4? What are the coaches having you do right now to prepare for the upcoming season?
Yeah, you know, I think I can help a lot in the front line as a post player. I can play center. I can do that. I did that at Utah State a couple of games when the situation required me to, and I feel comfortable there. I don't think I'll play a ton of 3. I see myself more as a stretch 4. I will shoot it a bit, you know, and I think I can guard smaller guys as well, but I think you'll see me as a post.
Did you shoot any 3s at Utah State? I was trying to look up your stats. I don't think you shot much, right?
The first game, I thought the shot clock was at 1, but it was at 12, and I fired like a 40-footer. But
how did Stu Morrill feel about that, Kyle?
He was speechless. We'll put it that way. I was too when I looked up at the shot clock, though.
Oh,
so do you shoot the 3? Is that part of your game or not so much?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll shoot it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, has that changed now because you're at BYU? Is there more of an emphasis for you as a stretch 4? Like, do you feel like the floodgates have opened from deep now?
Well, it's something I've worked on a lot, and it's something I feel comfortable with on a trailer three or a kick out. I don't think you'll see me coming off of a screen firing a fadeaway
Off
three.
the dribble, Chase Fisher style.
I
In
won't
pickup,
be. Maybe in pickup this summer, but I don't think you'll see that. But yeah, I feel comfortable shooting it. I feel like it's a shot I can make, and in the right setting, I feel like it's a great look for me.
Who do you play like?
Who do I play like? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't watch much of the NBA, so I don't know who to compare myself to. But
Who do you want to play like, or who do you watch that you try?
I like Kevin Love's game. I think he has a great post moves. I think he's got amazing rebounding. That's what I love to watch about him for a guy that I kind of similar to body wise. So
The outlet.
yeah, the outlet. That's amazing. If I could do that, it'd be awesome. But yeah, that's a guy I like to watch a lot when I do watch the NBA.
What is your top offseason priority as a team right now? That's our Twitter question today for the fans. We've seen a lot of defense, but specifically, what is the top priority for you in BYU basketball?
I think for us, it's going to be coming together as a team and learning how to play together. We're having a big turnover. We got 3 guys going on missions, 4 guys graduating. So there's going to be a brand new team. I've never played, with this group of guys. And then I think for us, we're going to learn how to really finish games, to play hard at all times, and to be able to get that killer instinct, you could call it, to when you're up by 20, you get up by 40. Or if it's a close game, you find a way to win, or you come back to win. And I think that's a mentality we want to build as a team. We want to get mean. We want to get that eye of the tiger, you could say.
At the banquet, I sensed a kind of tension with, we're really motivated to go to the tournament and advance. And that's not a one and done kind of, or that's not a just win one, I think, kind of mentality. Can you describe kind of the sense on the team right now of, based on how the season ended and who you have coming back, what you want to do this year?
Yeah, I think we want to have great success. We want to win a conference championship. We want to win every game we play in, essentially. And though that might not be possible, we want to compete. And we think we have a team that can do things in the NCAA tournament if we can come together and we can really make things happen, play good defense. And I think that we have a high ceiling on this team.
Did the way that this team lost in that crazy come-from-behind win by Mississippi, is that a big part of fueling the tension and just the anxiousness to get back on the floor and go and advance in the tournament? If so, how much?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a huge motivation because we had that game won. That was we should have played in that next round of the NCAA tournament. That feeling, it lingers inside of you because you know what could have been, and nobody wants to feel that again. You want to actually do it. So yeah, it feeds inside of you, and then you talk about Chase and Kyle. It's their last year. It's other guys' last year. It's my first year back. It's Nate's last year. We got guys that really want to do things. So it's going to be a team that does have that tension and that urgency to win.
How much do you see Nick Emery?
I see him like probably a couple times each week. He's around, and it's awesome to have him around. He's in the weight room, getting ready, and he's practicing, and it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
How's the merger there of he represents with kind of Eric Mika and obviously TJ, this, the Lone Peak 3, excited about that, those 3 plus a bunch of other guys. But how's that kind of merger as we begin kind of this post Tyler Haws era, if you will? Yeah,
I think there's nothing but excitement from the players because we know what he can offer, how great of a player he was. I mean, I was on my mission, but I remember when he was a freshman, we played each other in high school. I was a senior, and he torched us at that young age. So that was the last time
they beat you?
We split. Okay, they beat us once and we beat them once.
What was it, Alta Lone Peak?
Alta Lone Peak,
right?
yeah. But just going to that, he's an amazing player, and he's going to bring a great intensity, a great will to win, defensive prowess. It's going to be fantastic to have him on the team.
Do you have a Twitter account, Kyle?
I don't.
There is a clamoring for Kyle Davis to have a Twitter account. The fans want more Kyle Davis.
They do. I don't need another thing distracting me on my phone.
You've got enough?
Yeah, I've got enough distracting me.
Okay.
Candy Crush is taking your attention?
Yeah.
Hey, you talked about your wife helped you through some of the tougher times this season. What do you do to decompress after practice and, not having the game to kind of release that pent-up energy? What is the thing that you do the most that helps you relax?
Oh, man. I wish I was better at just relaxing, but she she's the one that probably gets the bulk of it when I go home, after a long day of like getting beat up on scout team or something like that. I'm like, gosh, today was terrible, Kel. And she's like, yeah, it's all right, just get over it, whatever. So she's awesome, and she helps me out with that every day. So it's been awesome. But I don't know, decompress. I would study and just move on to the next day.
Decompress, Kyle?
Yeah, my teammates would laugh to hear that. But yeah, that's what I did at night. So.
Study?
Who does that?
Athletic student.
Oh, Kyle, great to have you with us in Studio B. We would love for you to sign our Rise Up flag behind you.
Perfect, yeah.
During the break. And
you're my dark horse to lead the team in points next year. No pressure. Not dark horse, just my pick. How about that?
There we go. I like it.
No pressure.
You okay with that, leading the team in scoring next year?
Hey, I'll just do whatever this team needs to win.
That's a great PC answer.
Kyle, thanks for coming in, man.
Thank you very much.